Never apologize for being a powerful woman. The world needs strong women. Each time a woman stands up for herself, she stands up for all women. A woman is the full cycle. Women, we are strong. We can do anything we set our mind on. So, women, you can do it. Don't sit there, do something, women. You are strong, you are courageous. Just keep being yourself and do what you can to impart your society. So, like I said, women, you can do it. You are strong, very, very strong. Start limiting yourself because you can do it. This is how I would like to welcome you all to the program, to this paper. Today is the 22nd of September 2023. My name is Mafila Kamara, and I would like to welcome every one of you to the program, to this paper. This program comes your way every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at about this time. This program is relayed on Voice of Liberia, Margibi County, has up to Daniel Salif in Margibi there. And let me say good morning to all of our people in Margibi County. Don't forget, I'll be coming there shortly. I will be with you soon. And I'd like to say good morning to our peace-loving people of Moserado County. Okay, this is the program, to this paper. And on this program, we digest all of the happenings in the print media. And today is Friday, though. So TGIF. For today's edition of the program, that is today's paper, we have with all three local dailies. We have the Daily Observer newspaper. We have the Inquirer newspaper. And that of the Front Page Africa. So if you're just joining us, we'd like to say welcome. And if you're watching us live via our Facebook page, I want to say share the live video and invite others to watch along with you. My name is Mafida Kamara. And I'm here straight to 12 noon. So briefly, we'll be driving you through the papers. We'll be reading them out for you on this platform. So we ask you to be there with us as we'll be reading you the headlines of the papers we have here. And of course, read for your choice of most of the interesting stories. We are not going to read all of the stories out for you, but we are going to be going after the interesting ones on this program. Okay, so we are back. Our first stop is the Daily Observer newspaper, and this is volume 23, number 178. And this is the Friday edition of the Daily Observer newspaper. So this paper is sold for $40. So for more of the Daily Observer news stories, you can log on to www.dailyobserver.com. So let's read for you the headlines at the front page of the Daily Observer newspaper. NEC failure to publish final VR raises concern. The VR is a photo road. NEC's failure to publish final VR raises concerns. Southeast cut off until October 9th. And of course, we have the photograph of that road. We are seeing heavy vehicle on the road between Saclay and Nima County and Totan Grand Chida County. And we are also seeing a long stretch of the road near Saclay flooded. Another truck post at RRA. Another truck post at RRA. LRA hands overseas consignment comes to relevant authorities. Fumi gets unprecedented support in Lower Margibi. And of course, we have the photograph of the senator of the collaborating political parties in person of Alexander Benedict Cummings. Let's take a look at the back page of the Daily Observer newspaper here for you this morning. Like I said, this paper is sold for $40. And for more of the Daily Observer news stories, you can visit their website at www.dailyos, that is the Liberian-Observer.com. Or better still, get this paper for $40 Liberian. What did Mr. Hour say? It's better to eat a mushroom in freedom than to eat meat in slavery. US 7.2 million grow to agriculture program launch. And of course, we are seeing participants here for the group photo. They actually post for a group picture after the official launching ceremony of Grow to Agriculture project. Dead fish not for consumption. Dead fish not for consumption. Okay, so we'll actually try to read you a trace of the story, but before doing that, let's take you back to the front page of the Daily Observer newspaper. And of course, let's read for you a trace of the story that talks about NEC failure to publish final VR raises concern. The NEC must explain to the Liberian people why they have failed to meet this fundamental legal requirement, says Dr. Clarence Monibar, a presidential candidate for the Liberian National Union. So let's read for you a gist of the story. The National Elections Commission is facing allegation of violating its own regulations as Dr. Clarence Monubad raises concern over the delayed release of the final voter roll for the highly contested October 10 polls. The final voter roll, according to the Commission's own regulations, should have been made available to the public 30 days prior to the elections. And of course, we just have 80 more days to the presidential and legislative elections. Is NEC in violation of their own laws? We'll actually talk about this story. We'll actually talk about it. And of course, let's read for you a gist of the story that also talks about another drug bust at RRA. LRA hints over seized consignment comes to relevant authorities. So let's read a gist of the story. Probably we'll read two paragraphs and head to another story. The Liberian Revenue Authority, that is, the Liberia Revenue Authority, has seized and transferred 3 boxes of confiscated narcotics, drugs, and 13 pieces of guns to the appropriate government entities. The narcotics, as indicated on the airway bill, were originally imported into the country by Sim Sion, the same individual associated with a recent drug seizure incident at the Rabers International Airport. Hmm. Of course, it's not easy. It's not easy. So let's get the back page of the Daily Observer newspaper. Like I said, we are going to be reading for you of gist of the story that talk about the fish not for consumption. So this was actually a press release. So let's read for you a gist of it because it's actually important for us as Liberians in this country eating their fish is not good. So let's get the press release here and read it for you. The management of the National Fisheries and Aquaculture Authority, that is NAFA, says it has been informed that citizens of Palm Bush community in Tucson, adjacent the Silver Beach, were seen on September 21 cutting through a dead sea animal delivered to be a spring whale for consumption. NAFA urges members of the public, particularly coastal dwellers, to immediately desist from such acts as feeding on a dead fish without knowing the cause of death could be extremely harmful to the population involved. Okay, for those of you that are watching us live via our Facebook page, this is the Daily Observer newspaper, and these are the headlines to the stories we read for you. Let's take you to the back page, and this is the back page of the Daily Observer newspaper. This paper is sold for $40, so you can get yourself this paper and read the stories in it. Let's take a look at the inside of this paper. Let's take you through this paper, and I would like to read the story that talks about Kumi gets unprecedented support in Lobo Maikibi. Okay, the story reads, the Senate Bureau of the collaborating political parties, Elizana Kumis, have assured hundreds of citizens in Lower Margibi of a brighter future of economic prosperity on his ascendancy as president of Liberia. So that's just a chase of that story. You can get yourself the Daily Observer newspaper and read the stories in details. Of course, before going to our next paper, let's read for you just a gist of the story that talks about the 0.2 million crore to agriculture program launch Just a chase of the story. The Embassy of Sweden in Liberia has provided a US 7.2 million investment to launch the Crow Agriculture Program aimed at contributing to the increase of farmers' income and employment opportunities through macro, small, and medium enterprises development in priority agro-based value chains. Our next stop is the Inquirer newspaper. This is volume 33, number 160, and this is the Friday edition of the Inquirer newspaper. And this paper is sold for 40 Liberian dollars. And let's read for you the headlines of the Inquirer newspaper. Go to photo check platform. NEC directs electorate to website. NEC boss, that is LEC boss encourages employees, and of course we have the employees photograph here on the page on this paper. And of course, the first headline we read about the National Elections Commission, we have the photograph of the NEC chairperson in person of Teveeta Brown Lassana. She is also posted here at the front page of the Inquirer newspaper. And let's read for you this headline. Firstly, we are LTS's anti-malaria campaign in Washington wants global support for Liberia's fight. And we'll actually try to read you a gist of the story. And of course, we have the First Lady of the Republic of Liberia, Madam Clara Wia. She's here on this paper. We have a photograph posted at the front page of the Inquirer newspaper. Association of Liberian Journalists in the Americas, saying marching out. Sorry, we are not taking calls. I don't know why are you calling, but sorry, we are not speaking calls. And of course, at the bottom of the Inquirer newspaper, we have vote comments, brown skin, a leadership that we can trust. And it says vote number 4. So let's take a look at the back page of the Inquirer newspaper for you. LRA turns over drugs, guns to authorities. Firesoon Medical Center embarks on surgical mission for children. And we have the countdown here. We have 80 more days to the presidential and legislative elections. So for more of the Inquirer news stories, you can log on to, or you can log on to www.inquirernewspaper.com, or you can search for them on Facebook, the Inquirer newspaper. So this paper actually is sold for 40 Liberian dollars, so you can get yourself the paper and read the stories. Yes, let's see what I can bring you. A chase of the story. Go to photo check point. NEC directs electorate to website. Okay, let's read the gist of the story. The National Elections Commission is calling on all registered voters to utilize the Commission's voter check platform to verify his or her personal voting information. With just 18 more days to the October 10th presidential and legislative elections, the platform is intended to help registered voters who never had the time to participate in the exhibition process, as well as ensure a fair democratic system. According to NEC Chairperson David Brown Lassanan's instruction, all registered voters across the country who wish to access their information are encouraged to visit the website. Of course, Senator Johnson's statement worries joint security. Let's read for you a taste of the story. And also, we have the photograph of Senator Prince Johnson yet on the Inquirer newspaper. Let's get the story and just read a chase of it. The Joint Security has noted with deep consternation that utmost concern a statement attributed to Nima County Senator Prince Johnson threatening armed rebellion should the election be rigged. The Joint Security emphasizes that Liberia is a country of law and as such aggrieved parties must continue to seek legal remedies to issues instead of resorting to violence. The commissaire to of a single individual and not himself as judge, juror, and ex- that is executioner must be this coverage. So that's a statement there from the Joint Security. We'll actually talk about this story later on in this program, so it is up to you to keep posted and keep listening to your radio or keep watching us on our Facebook page. And of course, let's read for you a chase of the editorial of the Inquirer newspaper. Let's read a chase of the Inquirer newspaper for you this morning. Apply lessons learned. Apply lessons learned. The that is the Economic Community of West African States, that is ECOWAS Commission, held a 4-day experience sharing engagement with state security forces to enhance electoral security and integrity in the country recently. The measures the regional bloc said is part of its initiative to enhance cultural conflict prevention and intervention in Liberia, as election periods in the region are usually moments to heighten political tension and potential sources of conflict, especially if not properly managed. So that's just a chase of the editorial. Like I said, you can get yourself the Inquirer newspaper. This paper is sold for $40 and try to read the stories in duties in that of the editorial, because it's very, very much important. We are nearing to election, and as such, we don't want our people to be misguided or misinformed. So if you want to be on top of the news stories, we are encouraging this morning to go get this paper, that is in the Inquirer newspaper, or you get yourself the Daily Observer newspaper. The papers are sold for $40. So let's take you through the Inquirer newspaper. Let's read for you a taste of the story that happened in Swechu. Men arrested with 43 photo cards in Swechu. So let's just read a taste of the story. The ministerial court has amended into custody at the Swechu Correctional Police about 90 miles outside Swechu, a man believed to allegedly be a notorious drug dealer and leader of Sokos, for being in possession of 43 pieces of the biometric photo cards. According to the report, Chinon Billy, the accused, was arrested by police during May week in Chachin after the police searched his residence and found a bag containing several documents, amongst which were those cards being placed in the bag in his bedroom in Sweju, Chile County. That's an interesting one here this morning. So let's trade you through the papers. We are flipping the sheets of the papers to get for you stories, interesting stories. So let's not forget about this Jessica Lord and her accused husband Lucas Reggie. We have a new development on the story, so let's read for you a bit of it so you can be in the know of what is going on as it relates to this case. On September 14, Quicksa was made aware of a situation involving one of the missionaries who support Lucas Richard in Liberia. The information we received from his wife, who was serving him in Liberia, was that Lucas was attacked and robbed. So we posted an urgent prayer request for our congregation. News later broke that Lucas had been incarcerated and accused of the attempted murder and aggravated assault of a Liberian girl, Jessica Lord. He maintains his innocence. Lucas is not a member of Creekside, but an unaffiliated church in Liberia which has its own leadership board. Our social media posts calling for prayer made, it seems to be the Liberian community that we are insensitive to the victim and appealing to defend the accused and by extension dismiss his charges. This was not the case. Prayer is our first priority when confronted with a situation as this. The church is sensitive to Jessica, who also accuses Lucas Ritchie of perpetrating the act for a case that is for our sake and in light of our relationship with the Rachels. It is always our obligation to seek the truth. A task made more difficult considering the eyewitness accounts are radically different. We trust that the legal system in Liberia to find the truth and render justice regarding the allegations. Sadly, we have confirmed today through an eyewitness from Liberia that Lucas had in fact entered into his second marriage with Jessica, which either we know his wife had any prior knowledge of. While therefore are many points of allegations we cannot confirm since the extramarital relationship has been verified. This alone makes Lucas eligible to represent our church or receive our support. We are continuing to work with the State Department contacts in Liberia and others to seek both truth and justice. Please continue to join us in prayer for all. So this statement is from the Creek Sab or church Lucas Rachel was once part of. Okay, so like I said, this statement I just read for you was the statement that was released by the Creekside Church, where Lucas Rachel is also part of. So they are distancing themselves from what happened, and they said, according to the release, they will continue to work with the State Department's contacts here in Liberia to seek the truth and justice in this particular case be revealed. So that's a statement there for you. Okay, so we are not yet done with the Inquirer newspaper. We are flipping through the pages to see the stories that we read out for you on this platform. So let's get to the back page of the Incorrect newspaper. LRA turns over guns, that is drugs, guns to authorities. So this story is very, very much important. The Custom Department of the Liberia Revenue Authority has seized and transferred 3 boxes of narcotics drugs and 13 pieces of guns to the appropriate government entities in an official handover ceremony held on Thursday, September 21. The Custom Department relinquished custody of three buses of narcotic drugs to the Liberal Drugs Enforcement Agency at the Rabat International Airport. Okay, so that is it. So let's give our viewer the opportunity to read what we have here on the headlines of the Inquirer newspaper. So if you're watching this video, this is the Inquirer newspaper, and this is the back page of the Inquirer newspaper. So you can get yourself this paper for $40 Liberian, or better still, you can visit the website at www.inquirernewspaper.com, but for better news stories and to read the stories for you in details. Our next and final bus stop is the Front Page Africa. The Front Page Africa newspaper. This paper is sold for $40 Liberian. This is volume 17, number 180. And for more of the Front Page Africa news stories, you can log on to www.frontpageafricaonline.com. 30 guns, cartoons of drugs seized. Cautioning PYJ. And of course, let's read for you the story because we don't have time. Sim Sion, men associated with Arrow, are a bust implicated in another seizure. 13 guns, cartons of drugs seized. The illicit drugs were transported in the country via Kenyan Airways flight, that is the KQ 500, that is 508, on September 11, 2023. They were uncovered during a routine inspection of the cargo within the RRA cargo warehouse. The Joint Security issues warning to Nima County Senator Prince Johnson over armed revolution threat statement. Senator Johnson must be reminded that Liberians have had enough of suffering during our most recent civil unrest and are no more interested in returning this country to its ugly past. And that was Moses Carter on behalf of the Joint Security. So let's get the back page of the Front Page Africa. So usually the back page of the Front Page Africa talks about sports, but today we are seeing different thing other than sports. We have the Children's Surgery International, that is a surgical mission at Firestone Medical Center in Dusa, January 20, 2027. 2024. Let's read just a gist of what is written here at the back of the Front Page Africa. Children's Surgery International, in partnership with Firestone Liberia LLC, will host a medical mission to Liberia in January 2024. Surgeries will be performed on children newborn to 20 years with general pediatric conditions, including imperforate annulus, that is the hernia, and the hypopadias. And this paper is telling us that they will be conducting surgeries as of January of 2024, and will be operating on newborn babies and also children reaching from that age to 20 years of age. So let's take you back at the front page of the front page Africa. Let's read for you this headline that we skipped Puaka at Church NEC, but the former vice president, still bearer of the United Party, wants the ruling coalition for democratic change against manipulating the elections. EPA issues stamped warning over Rivers' carbon deal, says ongoing negotiation with Blue Earth Capital on carbon harvesting is unauthorized and call for parties involved to desist. Let's look at the editorial of the front page Africa for you this morning. If you are just joining us, want to say welcome. This is the program to this paper, and this program comes with every Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So we are here this morning. My name is Mafida Kamara, and I'm here for you till 12 noon. So let's read the editorial of the front page Africa. Prince Johnson needs to shut the hell up. Prince Johnson needs to shut the hell up. The former warlord turned senator must tone down his war rhetoric, and the United Party must contain it. So the editorial of this paper is asking Prince, that is Senator Prince Johnson, to shut the hell up. So let's read the supporting sentences here, probably read one for you and go to another story. Thousands of Liberian families are still lingering in pain due to the many relatives, loved ones, and friends they lost to the hands of warlord Prince Johnson and his independent National Patriotic Front of Liberia. And of course, let's read this John statement from the John Security here for you this morning. The John Security has expressed with the consternation and utmost concern a statement attributed to Numa County Senator Prince Johnson threatening armed rebellion about the elections be rigged. So let's flip through. Okay, let's read for you this part. The Jones Security meanwhile said that Liberia is a country of law, and as such, aggrieved parties must continue to seek legal remedies to issue instead of resorting to violence. The concept of a single individual and noting himself as George Jore and Ekil, that is okay, must be discouraged, said the Jones Security. Let's take a break and we'll be right back. Right, okay, we are back. Sorry for that break in. So let's go through the story that we're reading for you on this program. Okay, so let's read this one that is quoted here. Hence, well-meaning Liberians, including political actors, civil society groups, and religious institutions, are urged to continue promoting peace and stability in Liberia and desist from engaging in actions that undermine the peace and stability of the country. So that's the end of that story. That was a reading of this story. We just read for your gist of that story. You can get yourself the front page African newspaper for $40 and read the story in detail. Or better still, you can log on to www.frontpageafricaonline.com. If you are watching us via our Facebook page, we encourage you to drop your comments. We'll read it for you later on in this program. So we are flipping through the papers to read for you interesting stories. We read for you the editorial, and let's see what I can get. This story from the that is Linu. Let's read the story. Dr. Clarence Monuba of Linu condemns the National Elections Commission violation of electoral laws. Dr. Clarence Monuba, the standard bearer of the Liberian National Union, has strongly denounced the National Elections Commission for what he considers a grave violation of Liberia's electoral laws, raising concern about the transparency and fairness of the upcoming October 10 elections. Addressing the press and concerned citizens, that Monuba expressed his deep concern over the NEC's failure to release a final voter roll within the mandated time frame, according to Liberia's voter registration regulations for 2023. The final voter roll should have been made public at least 30 days before the scheduled elections. The NEC must explain to the Liberian people why they have failed to meet this fundamental legal requirement. We demand answers, and we demand them now, Dr. Moniba asserted during the press conference. He continued, the truth is that the National Elections Commission action is a receipt for chaos and undermines our democratic principles. So that's a chase of that story. You can get yourself the front page African newspaper for $40 and read just for yourself the stories in detail. So let's read this one that talks about trust NEC, and that statement was made by Ambassador Jose Imam Boakat. Let's read. Okay. Let's start from this part. Opposition Unity Party stand-up burial Ambassador Jose Imam Boakat has told local journalists in Bipolu County that he has explicit confidence in the National Elections Commission to perform the tasks they have been assigned. In an interview with reporters, he said the 7 commissioners of the NEC took an oath to serve their country and have confidence that they will do so honorably. They too are Liberians who want to see a better society. They have a duty to perform, and we trust that they will do it. So that's Ambassador Jose Imambwaka speaking to reporters in Papuru County. Okay, that's the end of the papers here for you. We read for you 3 local dailies. We read for you the front page Africa newspaper. We read the Inquirer newspaper and that of the Daily Observer newspaper. So let's take a break, and when we come back, we'll dive straightly into our talking point for today. Okay, so welcome back to the program, to this paper. My name is Mafida Kamara, and I'm here this morning, like I said, We read for you for local dailies. That is three. We read the daily or several newspaper. We read the front page Africa newspaper and that of the Inquirer newspaper. So we will be discussing a chase of the story from the National Elections Commission, because we have political parties already talking about that. So we just want to amplify that, calling on the National Elections Commission in person of Madam David Eto Brown Lassanan to do what is needed at that particular commission in releasing the final photo roll to the public, because according to the laws that regulate that particular institution, they said that the photo roll should be out 30 days to the election or before the election. And right now we have just 80 more days to the election and we don't have time. There's no time. Currently, we uh, have been informed that we have people at the National Elections Commission. Currently, they are calling on the National Elections Commission to release that photo roll to the public. We have them there. I think they said that they from the Unity Party angle. They are there currently on Nanskri to the headquarters of the National Elections Commission. So in short, the National Elections Commission to do the needful thing, because we already have people all over the place speculating that the election will be rigged, and having the National Elections Commission, that body that are responsible to conduct election in this country, now coming up with the final voter roll listing for the public. I mean, it's something that they need to do to put up that voter role to release it to the public if they show that they want to conduct a free, fair, and transparent election in this country. The NEC needs to work and make sure that that photo roll is available to the public. Because how will you say that you want to conduct a free, fair, and transparent election and violating your own laws? So we are saying on this radio that the National Elections Commission needs to do the needful thing and release this photo roll to the public for us to know, and the amount of persons that will be exercising their rights, their constitutional right that particular day. And also let it be in the public for the opposition political parties, because from that angle, they believe that this election will be rigged, and them they have already started talking about it, which of course will mention names here on this platform, because we are nearing to election, and of course we've been talking about peace and adhering to the Farmington River Declaration, and we expect all leaders to adhere to what they signed um, in April, not to come out to the public and give threatening remarks. If this is not done, this will happen. Like the statement made by our leader there in the County, our big brother, talking about the Arab Spring in Liberia, and statement like that coming from Senator Prince Johnson, it is something that he really, really needs to be careful of about the statement to make to the public, what to tell his supporters, as well as people that love him. Because he said we follow his press conference closely, he knows that this election will be rigged. And if the election be rigged by the sitting government, they will resort to bringing war. That's why he said he believed that the election will be rigged, and if it come to reality, you have no option then to resolve to the Arab Spring, and we don't want that in this country, because recently we also follow certain statement that too coming from the stand-up bureau of the United Party, when he said that no one has monopoly over violence in this country, and that statement will condemn it to the court, because we expect him as a leader to be wise in his doings. And on the other hand too, we have people from the ruling establishment, mostly from the youth league angle, because we are all talking about peace, adherence to the Farmington Reward Declaration, and while at the end they are doing different things. Then what they take about towing of the caste. So things like that, words like that, action like that, behaviors like that in the public, it can also stimulate violence, and we are discouraging that here on this platform. So we are taking it from all angles. We are not just taking it from the United Party angle or the CDC angle. So this election, if we want it to be peaceful, to be transparent, and to be fair, the National Elections Commission has to do its part. The opposition political parties needs to do their own, and the ruling establishment too. So everyone has a part to play in these elections. So the National Elections Commission need to make sure that the photo roll are out, because they have already violated the laws that talk about that, about releasing the photo roll ahead of the election 30 days. And we just have 18 more days. So when will they release a particular result and roll to the public? When will they release it to the public? And looking at NEC as a body that is supposed to conduct election in this country behaving like that, then why would they say to all our political parties, I mean, I want to cause chaos or in this country, why would they say to them, we expect them to take the lead in these elections? If NEC wants this election to be peaceful, they should always be there to do the needful thing, the rightful thing, as mandated by the Constitution of the Republic of Liberia, or as it relates to their laws that govern them. Because we don't want these things to be happening in the public. It's very bad. So the National Elections Commission needs to do the needful thing, and that of the opposition political parties. They themselves needs to be careful about the words they put up, about the things they say in the public, because the election, we are all concerned, and we have our international partners watching us to see how this election will go, because this election is very, very much critical. And imagine the government is shouldering this election on her own, and we have the sitting government too seeking re-election. Now everything made this election to be critical, and we don't want to be seeing things like that from the National Elections Commission, as well as seeing statements like that from the opposition political parties, or seeing action or behavior from the ruling establishment. So if we want this election to be peaceful, NEC needs to do that part. Like I said, the ruling establishment too, they need to do that no part, and the opposition political parties. Because people already have the notion that this election will be rigged by the ruling establishment. That's what they've been saying. So we don't want that. The National Elections Commission, we don't want that. We don't want to see that happening in the public. I mean, we are already out of time. Imagine just 18 more days. 18 more days to the election. And the photo roll, the final photo roll is now out. And so I don't know, people will go protest for it before it happens. The way members of the Unity Party already gathered to the headquarters of the National Elections Commission. So imagine they expect people to go there before they put up the photo roll, listening out for them to see. And it's very bad. Protest is not the way forward of this country. But what will you expect if they are calling on the National Election Commission to do the needful thing? They don't want to do it. So our people, they just resolve to doing a peaceful thing, just go and speak with the press and make sure that the rightful thing is done in this country. So the National Elections Commission needs to be stiff in this election if they want to conduct a peaceful, free, fair and they transparent. If they want to conduct a transparent election, they need to be a law abiding entity or commission. They should go by the laws that govern them, not to do otherwise other. Imagine we just get 18 more days. 18 more days to the election. So what time they waiting for to put up the final photo roll out to the public? It is very bad. So the National Elections Commission needs to do the reporting, because Liberians are concerned about what is going on at that particular entity. And the frustrating part of it, they are not saying anything to the public. So why are they still holding on to the final photo roll? The National Elections Commission need to explain that to us. They are not saying nothing about it, and they are just reneging about releasing this particular photo roll to the public. So what's the problem? Come out to the public, tell us the problem. But don't just leave us like that. You want people to go to your place, the block roll, or they block the entrance of that particular building before you think about putting out the the photo, the final photo roll. We don't want that in this country. So the National Elections Commission, the ruling establishment, the opposition political parties, everybody needs to play that role in the party in the election. Yeah. So I'll be opening up the telephone line for our people to call and give their thoughts on the topic on discussion. And let me say this again. The National Elections Commission, David Etta Brown Lasana, the chairperson of NEC, you need to do the needful thing and make sure that this photo roll is released to the public, because imagine we don't have time, just 18 more days. Very crucial election, just 18 more days to go, and then we have not even seen the final photo roll. It is bad. So call us on the number 0770 907 or 0880 to participate on this program. Call us on the numbers 0770 or 0880 We are here this morning talking about the National Elections Commission not releasing the final VR, in which of course they are not saying anything to the public. Okay, so call us back, and they are not saying anything to the public, and that's very, very, very much bad. Let's take our first caller this morning. Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Tell us the name and where you're calling from.
Yeah, I'm Chunski Betty calling from the Liberia-VOL community.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, I just listened to let me just say the latter part of your conversation. You just said NEC is not doing nothing, which of course I totally disagree with you. Even journalists from Spoon FM visited the site. It was reported that indeed they are at the National Election Commission. People are currently there working on the voter roll update to see how they can get it on time. Although there's some delay. But here's the situation. Finance Ministry that is responsible to provide, Finance Ministry is responsible to provide funding to NEC. And at times there's shortcoming from Finance Ministry. And you guys should take into consideration bringing for the voter roll update. You need professional men and women to do that. And we are not going to allow Senator Dillon to create showmanship and put NEC under pressure to do the wrong thing. No. We know there's some delay, but equally so, let not be about showmanship for his Senator Dillon. And he has the legislative power to invite Madam Director Brown to the Senate to give a reason why there is some delay at this point in time. But trying to create showmanship, should everything be what? About protest in this country? And the people are doing the almost best. We should understand, with the limited financial budget, they are doing all they can. They are working within the frame of that budget. So, everything will not be timely. But let us set a play. And indeed, people, if you've been a journalist, you go to NEC now, to establish the fact. People are calling there watching day and night. People are watching to see how what the voter update can be on time.
Okay, my
And she made it clear that no amount of pressure from anybody will cause them to do what they are not to do and support the press conference yesterday. Okay. We're not going to allow Senator Dillon any lies to intimidate people or threaten them. No. That's our body there. We should respect that body. We should give them the time to do their work. If everybody just show mention of political gain, don't stop that way on left. We have so many good things to do and so many good ways to have pressure. And those, my friend, who are just passed, I don't know whether they are there now, whether they are Estamo, but I passed about 9:30, they don't say you're going to be there by about 9 o'clock with you. They are passed at 9:30, no one's there.
No, they're currently. They are there
currently. The police is there. If you say you're going to demand answer, which answer are going to demand? If you don't answer for you, just what about showmanship from the young man?
All right, my brother, thank you so much. Thank you so much for calling, my brother. We appreciate that. So keep your calls coming through to the number 0770-907-907 or 0880-907-907. Call us this morning. Let's talk. The people at the National Elections Commission, they are already there. They are there currently. So the National Elections Commission they need more time. Let's take this call. Good morning.
Good morning.
Tell us the name where we're calling from.
Yes, this is Lawrence Brown calls from Johnsonville.
All right, ma'am. Go ahead.
Yeah, listening to you says that Leg is not saying anything about what's going on, but yesterday Ned had a person on ERBC radio, and they were discussing similar to what you talking about now. So if you as a journalist coming down to say Ned is not saying anything, I expect you should do a follow up before coming on the air to say such.
All right, my brother. Thank you so much for calling. Keep your calls coming through to the number 0770-907-907 or call us on 0880-907-907. Let's take this caller. Okay. Good morning. Yeah.
Morning, how you doing?
I'm doing great.
Yeah, I'm Shaja Davis from Soul Clinic.
Why, it seems like you are in an empty building or room because the echo.
Yeah?
I said it seems like you are in an empty building because the echo from the background.
Yeah. I look my social fee. I end up speaking to you this morning.
Oh, okay, then go ahead.
Yeah, just I will kind of bring Honorable Johnson what he has said. I want to know why the election commission is saying about it because it's something that he already said. So election commission got to say something about it for now. Yeah.
All right, my brother. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
All right. Okay, so call us on the number 0770-907-907 or 0880-907-907. The joint security already released a statement in regard of Senator Prince Johnson. Okay. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, tell us the name we're calling from.
My name is Shashado. I joined from Test Christian God. Let me say thanks for the topic of the discussion. My attention has been drawn to the statement made by Prince Johnson 3 days ago. And we want to say we are standing against such statements that would threat the peace of our country. This country that will hold on to the peace war through a time. Not one person will come and cause serious instability for our peace and our democracy. That statement made by Prince Johnson is not a good statement, and we believe that statement is from the better of the devil. You kept making short statements. This country, this election will be free and fair. The CDC will win the election. I don't know why those guys from the opposition will be making short statements. You kept claiming one round victory and making short statements. I see it as a fear tactic. We believe that they already lose the election, so on that basis we will come to the public and make short statements. But we're here to keep the peace, so we are elected on a one round battle. And at the end of the day, the people will celebrate a good rule, a free education, and etc. etc. Thank you for the show.
All right. Thank you for calling. So call us on the number 0770-907-907 or 0880-907-907. Call us this morning. Let's talk. This is the program to this paper. Let's see what I can take this caller. Good morning.
Good morning.
Tell us the name and where you're calling from.
My name is Mohamed Sherry, calling from Pizio.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. The statement from Prince Johnson, I hear people saying that the statement was bad. So when I say battery, I say water is bad. When you drink battery water, you will die. So I mean, so pictures were only warning the next. Say the election should be free and fair. When not be free and fair, if it not be free and fair, there will be a war. So the thing will get tell anything to do that, but do their work. Thank you.
All right, my brother. Thank you. So let's take this. Okay, that caller is us on the numbers. Okay, let's take this one. Good morning.
Oh, good morning.
Tell us an email where you're calling from.
Thank you, and thank you very much for giving me such a brilliant opportunity. And let me say good morning also to the Father Labrador family for the brilliant we're doing for the Liberian people. For the recognitions, I'm Poka Robert, and I'm a chairman for the Friends of Jefferson Tamakoti for the re-election of President George Manning, developmental oriented. We are. My sister, let me say thank you for the courage, the tenacity, and the fortitude you always bring to the platform. And we must commend you for that to the fullest. But the issue of discussion get to do with the I don't want to use some level of jargons on the senator, but actually something that actually worth or presenting you present it to the person now kind of foreign manner. If I would say irresponsible, because the thought of the particular senator is irresponsible. We don't want to be using such a jargons. Because we feel that it's far harsh, but that's the representation of the person. That's the civil representation. Because it's somebody that actually knows much about the rules and law of the state. And you have the authority of protecting the people to the fullest. But yet you are playing some level of irresponsibility by undermining the peace. Then we represent you in that kind of foreign manner. It's pre-Johnson. That because we're not taking it to the saying of preachers to be likely. We are very serious of the particular saying. This saying not coming for a drum band, it's coming for a poor band, it's coming for wolf or Liberia notorious warlord.
Okay,
somebody that have the clear attribute of murdering, slaughtering.
Okay, it's okay. Thank you for
conclude. Let's conclude this note.
Quickly, my brother, quickly.
Yeah, let me conclude the note. To conclude, my sister, we are not afraid. The opposition is afraid because they are already sensed their defeat. You were right here, the election commission gave the opposition overwhelming victory 2 times all of the long.
Okay.
Election commission.
Okay, thank you, my brother. Thank you so much. Let's talk with calls on the number 0770 907 907 or 0880 907 907. Let's take this call. Good morning. Good morning, you are live. Tell us the name.
Thank you. Morning.
Okay, tell us where you're calling from, my brother. Tell us the name and where you're calling from.
Okay, my name is Clinton Abraham Sele. I call you from up Beverly Hills, Basel Community, Kakata City. Yeah, let me say thank you for the opportunity of having me on this your platform. You know, from the way you take the discussion or you are carrying on the discussion, I like it very much. Let other people know that, the radio station or the Voice of Liberia is not a station that, discuss issues and discuss partially. So that was a very good thing. I like what other people are saying. You are saying that NEC is not doing nothing, but I know that NEC is working. In fact, NEC is a credible institution, one of the most credible institutions I've seen in Liberia. It is NEC. But this is my point. When the law was being made, like the law and other people are saying, the senator, they are saying the final rule should be up in 30 days. That was, the law of saying that I know those the documents should be up within time with all of the needed resources and things into place. But in a case where our country we got limited resources, and things as finances are not coming forth on time with this economic situation in the world right now. So do you expect the NEC to work within time? It is not possible. They will work and their work will be transparent and clean or full, but there will be some shortcoming, maybe there will be some delayed tactics. So let our people understand these things. Let the Senator Dillon and all people understand. They are in the legislature there, and when they are passing the budget, what do they, what mechanism are there do they put into place when the budget is 500,000 or 600 million or 1 billion? What mechanism or what suggestion do they give for for that money to be raised?
Okay, my brother, thank you so much. Let's take this other call. Good morning.
Hello.
Yeah, tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Hello.
You are live. Go ahead, my brother.
Hello.
You are live. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Okay, if you're not hearing me, then you have to call back, please, because you are live on the radio. So call us this morning on the numbers 0770907907. Let's take this caller. Good morning.
Hello.
You are live. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Yeah, my name is Edward Kowe, calling from Banaville.
Okay, go ahead.
The people want to regulate election when they try to go back in the bush.
Yeah. I was telling you. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Tell us your name and where you calling from. You have to walk away from the monitor, my brother. Go away from the radio, please. Yeah, but I'm experiencing a terrible feedback from your end. So call us on the number 0770907907 or 0880907907. Call us this morning. Let's take this call. Good morning.
Yes, good morning. How you doing?
Fine. Tell me your name and where you're calling from.
My name is Lucky Wiason David, calling from Broad Street.
Okay, go ahead quickly.
I just want to give a little light on this topic. The opposition shouldn't be threatening the Liberian people or the upcoming first time for the old people who are afraid to go to war, because what the sitting government doing or gives for the people is what they will vote for. If the Liberian people know that nothing good the government has done for them, they will not vote in. And next will not be foolish, sorry for the expression, to have call it or give false result. She will definitely give it to who it belongs to. So they shouldn't be spoiling their name and spoiling their character as a sitting leader.
Okay, let's take this call. Thank you so much. Good morning. Good morning.
Hello?
You are live. Go ahead.
Yeah, good morning.
Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Yeah, I'm Elijah John. I'm calling from ELBA Junction.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, what's going on right now, those people, they are disgraced. The president has greatly disgraced them because what was they expecting to do, he has done everything. What they couldn't do in the course of the 12 years, this man has come and made accomplished everything. So they don't want him to continue before they get this disgrace more. Okay. But what I got to tell them is, come October 10, we got to vote President. We are.
Okay, thank you so much, my brother. Let's see what I can take. 2 more calls and call out on this program. Let's take this. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, what is your name and where you calling from?
I'm calling from Banana.
Okay. Go ahead quickly.
Hello.
Yes, you are live. Please put screen in your voice, I beg you.
Okay. This is my voice.
Okay, go ahead.
But anyway, let me come outside of your house. My name is Isaac. Singh.
Okay.
Okay.
It may make that remark that when election, the election you get by that 8 damn business that you get by in a bush. Oh, no, fair election will be held in this country.
All right, my brother. Thank you. Our last caller. Good morning.
Morning.
Tell us an email where you're calling from.
Yeah, this is Gordon Living. I called you from here, the real Joshua this morning.
Bishop.
Because I've been like thinking, I said the voice. How's everything?
Not bad, Bishop. Go ahead, speak to the congregation.
Specifically, I called this morning to speak on the issue of that has to do with the NEC. I think that they have been making some efforts. That so the FRR, I think on last week, but Tuesday of this week, they had a press conference and they were trying to update the public. So people who saying that hey, they are not doing anything out of that, I think they have to consider that they have promised that there will be press engagement from now until the entire FRR is ready. But one thing I want to say here is that no one will threaten the peace of this country. If you think that you have what it takes to win election, then it means that you must be prepared. You must get on your feet, overlap, and try to create strategies that will put you in a better position. Other people will not be working. There's somebody who wants some money and just try to say things that will create fear. No, you cannot take that. If you want to win election, you are in position. This is the time that you have to do what you're supposed to do. But if we just say and start listening to statements from other people and start to install fear in our mothers and other people who are around the country, I think we'll not take that. So I want to say thank you this morning for the platform. I think for a very long time, it has been almost 2 years that this is my first time listening to the radio.
Okay.
You are doing a great job, and I want to commend you for that.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for calling, David. Okay, so we are now taking calls again. Thank you so much. We are now taking calls again. This is how we like to draw the curtains on this program, to this paper. And we read for you 3 local dailies. We read for you the Daily Observer newspaper, the Inquirer newspaper, and that of the Front Page Africa. But before leaving, let's take this comment from our live video on Facebook. And this comment is from Prince Chie Wonya, and he says, I'm watching live from my aunt Kesselly Boulevard, Carnosville Township. He said, keep the good work. Okay, so I'd like to say thank you all for calling. To our regular listener, thank you for being there with us. So keep the peace. Don't forget today is Friday. Try to ease your stress. So thank you so much to Daniel Salif in Kakata, Mark-B County. Thank you so much for relaying this program on Voice of Liberia, Mark-B County. And you can have yourself a pleasant weekend from my end. And to our followers here in Moserado County, thank you very much for following Voice of Liberia. It is my prayer that we keep being peaceful in this country. So I would like to close up on this song from Kubasi, and the song title is What Thing You Want To, and this song is from Kubasi. So let's end this program with this song.
Vibes with originalhits.com.
Download your favorite song at originalhits.com.
Sweet land of liberty. You once fallen intended to poverty.